everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see here, I have a pocket letter laid out, and I've went ahead and created my layout and everything is just sitting here. So I actually need to put it together. So I just thought I would bring you along with me. So if you do not know what a pocket letter is, it was created by oh my goodness, what is her name? Jeanette Lane. She's the creator of pocket letters. And if you have a plastic sheet like this, this is like a sheet that would hold baseball cards, and it holds 9 of them, and 3.5 by 2.5 inches is the measurements of each little card that I have laid out here. So each one of these little cards are going to go into one of these pockets, and then it creates a whole pocket letter, and then I'm going to send this to my friend. So it is kind of like the artistic version of a pen pal. So my friend Jen, who is GoldGlitterGirl here on YouTube, and I will of course leave her channel linked in the description box below. She sent me a beautiful pocket letter a little while ago, and I am returning the favor. She did a beautiful 4th of July theme, and since we're beyond the 4th of July, I was trying to think of something to do, and I was thinking of, I've been liking working with book pages and collage a little bit. So this has, I don't know, really pinks and florals and crafts. So I hope she likes this. So let us go ahead and get started. Really, everything is sitting here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this bottom row. So the base of all of these cards, except for the center one, is a Kraft piece of cardstock, and it's not too heavy. It's not very heavyweight. It's maybe a 65-pound, and some book pages that I just used some brown dye ink just to put on a little distressing. So I'm going to go ahead and put together each of these pockets. So this corner here, I am starting with, and I'm going to, let's see, pull this down a little bit. I'm going to start with this bottom row. So I'm going to adhere this lace and this flower down to the bottom right about here. So I'm going to glue on my lace right about there, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Fabri-Tac. Finally got a new bottle, and I went ahead and got this large one, so I've needed a new bottle for a little bit. So and I like to hold Fabri-Tac, or I like to use the Fabri-Tac when fabric is involved. I think it has a quick hold. All right, and I'm just going to trim off the edges of this lace. And again, the size of each of these little pockets is, pieces that I'm doing here are 3.5 by 2.5 inches. And one of these all by itself is something that would be called an artist trading card, which I think artists used to create like a sample size of their artwork. And that is what they would use as kind of like their calling card to show their work. So I think crafters, of course artists, adopted that. So one of these is an example of your work. So there you go. That's what I understand anyways. I could be wrong. So I'm going to adhere this flat. Oh, you know what? I should not adhere this. Oh, see, I've already messed up. Let's see if this will fit in my pocket. A lot of times when I have something too bulky, I don't want to slide it into the pocket. But maybe this will fit just fine. So I've got my... Oh yeah, that will work. Okay, good. I was a little bit worried about that. For instance, this heart that I have up here on top, I'm going to attach it to the outside, but that's going to work just fine. So I think for now, as I go ahead and go through each of these, I'll go ahead and slide them in the pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that there, and I might come back and embellish that a little bit, but that is our first pocket. So this next one here, I had an ephemera pack, and I think it was the Bloom, not Maggie Holmes Bloom, but oh my goodness, it might be, I want to say My Mind's Eye, but that could be wrong. But that's what some of these ephemera pieces are from. So okay, let me grab my ink and my ink blending tool, and I'm gonna go ahead, since I've distressed a lot of these things, this is just one of those little ephemera pieces. I'm going to go ahead and distress the edges of all my elements as well. So here I've just got this little piece of ephemera and a little heart that I have a punch from, and I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere this down. I hope she likes this. It used to take a long time, like days, for me to put together a pocket letter, but I've been sitting here playing this maybe for an hour, about an hour and a half, something like that. Okay, my glue is seeping out just a little bit. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and pop down this heart right there, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use my art glitter glue so I don't have too much seepage from the Fabri-Tac. It's a brand new bottle, so it seems to be I'm being a little extra messy with it because it is ready to flow. When you get down to the bottom of your Fabri-Tac, it is harder to get it out. Okay, I think that is cute, and that is our second pocket. I'm going to go ahead and place that in here. Okay, off we go. We're going to do this third one. This is a journaling card that I just cut down a little bit, and I tore the edges. And as a matter of fact, I just have a gold enamel dot sitting here, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it so I don't lose it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take some ink and distress the edges a little bit, just to keep the whole look all cohesive. And I'm really liking the Kraft in all of these colors together. I also have a punch that I got from Hobby Lobby. There are 4 different leaves in it. It's 4 different punches. This one's like a green, and this one is a gold metallic. And I'm also going to position these little leaves sticking out. I thought they just added a little something, and these are, quite frankly, things that I had trimmed out before and were just sitting here in a little dish, so I'm gonna put them to use. I saw all the little rose leaves sticking out over here, and I just thought it would be a little bit more interest on this card. Okay, I'm going to overlap those just a little bit. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and glue this card down. I hate it when you've got 2 pretty sides, but we went with having the other one show on the front, so there you go. All right, let's adhere this one. And I think from that bloom, I also found this little sentiment, this little banner that says, "Oh, happy day." So I'm going to add that on here as well. I love word sentiments, and I'm going to add a little more ink. I'm trying to do this one kind of light. All right, I'm going to add some more glue. Oh, happy day. Kind of down here across the bottom, center it up. That's cute. And then I had a smaller enamel dot. Okay, if I use the tool half the time, I never remember to use it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue right up here and here that other enamel dot, and I think I need one more enamel dot. Oh, these aren't the same ones. That's okay. I'm going to leave these two. I'm not sure if I'm going to come back because I do have this other gold up here. So this is our third little card. I'm going to go ahead and add this into our pocket. Oh, that's really sweet looking. Okay, I like the way this is coming out. All right, on to our second row. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with this middle card because I think it's just about the easiest. This is just one piece of ephemera, again from that bloom. I think it's mind's eye. That's going to bother me. I think it's my mind's eye, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up, and I am going to cut off the edges just because it does scooch over. This center one, I did go ahead and I layered the Kraft cardstock with some pale pink and the book page, and I actually cut these into squares, where the rest of them I actually tore them and left them a little bit more organic looking, if you will. I was originally going to make all of them like that, but then it was a lot of work layering, and then I just thought it was like too uniform looking. So I liked the way this turned out a little better. Okay, so I really do not like cutting off these flowers, but that is what we need to do. So here we go. Could actually use these on something else so they will not go to waste. Okay, cute. And then let's add a little bit of ink to where we cut off the edge. It's been a really long time since I've made a pocket letter. I can't even really remember the last time I made one. All right, this is our center pocket. It's very floral, that's for sure. Oh, I really like this. I hope Jen likes this. All right, and then I think I'm gonna come back over here. This is part of that journaling card from the third one, and I'm going to go ahead and add some ink, and I liked bringing the green up from that. So let's see, I'm going to grab the art glitter glue, and I'm going to attach this to the top. And then this is a Tim Holtz piece of ephemera. I wasn't sure that I liked it to begin with, but it works. It's got the florals, that's for sure. The pink roses, so I decided I liked it and went with it. And I liked that the way these, the florals, or the leaves, peeked out around this. So, okay, that's where it's going to go on. Okay. And then I also punched out a little gold butterfly. Okay, let's adhere that down, and then I'm going to place this butterfly. Yep, right about there. I think I'm going to come and add a little pearl in the center of it. Got a lot of glue on there. Let's hope it doesn't mush out too much. Okay, butterfly is down, and then I have a white pearl. Let's see, where did I do with that tool? Goodness, here it is. I'm gonna add one of these pearls, and just because with this gold glitter, I want to make sure it's absolutely secure. Okay. These are supposed to be sticky to pick up my gems. There we go. Uh-oh, and it's on. It's, oh, I got glue all over it. Let's see. Let's see if I can wipe it off. The tool is not helping me. Okay, a little bit messy, but we're okay. And this jewel picker is something I got a while back. It is a Marvy jewel picker. I think I got this at a rubber stamp convention, but I know you can get these online. It's got the two different ends here, and I like it. Okay, I'm going to consider that one done. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, our 5th pocket. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead, and this one here is a, it was a tag that I had stamped a while back, and I just trimmed off the top of it, and I decided I would like to use that. So this is a rubber stamp I have that I found on eBay. I just searched swans rubber stamps, and I found that a while back. Uh-oh, I got a lot of brown on there. All right, it'll just go with everything else. And then this is just a piece of a journaling card, a Tim Holtz journaling card that I used pieces of. Just kind of trimmed it down. All right, I really, really like how this is coming out. I think I might have said that a few times, but I really like it. And then this is another little floral piece from that bloom pack. All right, and I've just kind of, this is just another piece of scrap paper that I used just to layer the black with. So I think I'm going to just offset that. So I'm going to start with the bottom. I'm going to keep the swan layered so I can kind of see how it's going to look together. All right, and let's see, let's go ahead and do up the swan. I think I was going to add something else to this, so okay, I think that looks good. And then I'm going to add this little rose over here. Oh, that looks good right there. Okay, we're going to add, whoops, dropping the glue. A little more glue, and I'm going to go ahead and trim off this little weird edge over here. Okay, we'll just trim off this little bit. Oh, that's pretty. And then I had some trim. Here it is. One of these little pieces that I got at Hobby Lobby. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add some of that down. I keep knocking over my glues. I've got the Fabri-Tac sitting here too. I'm being a little awkward with it. I should put it away. I decided to use the art glitter glue instead. So I think just a touch of it, really. It's pretty. Gives it just a little something. All right, we're going to trim this here. And then trim this top portion off. And then I think I'm gonna take some, this is not the Wink of Stella. I used the clear glitter pens, and this one is the Spectrum Noir version. So I am just gonna take that and sparkle up the swan. And really and truly, if I had a yellow marker or pencil, I think I might come back in and color his beak, maybe? And you know, I was deciding if I wanted to let that dry for a minute, but I think we're okay. I was deciding, did I want to go ahead and slip that in the pocket or not? But let's, yeah, let's go ahead. And I might, oh, that's pretty. Okay, I do like that. I was wondering if it needed something else, but I think for now I'm okay. All right, and then last but not least is our next three. I think I'm going to start with the center one right here. Seems like the easiest. Oh yeah, just two pieces. Again, this is another little Tim Holtz journaling card that I trimmed down. Let's add some ink. Okay, while we're here, let's get our Create Beauty again. That came from that ephemera pack. Nice ephemera pack. I got it at Tuesday Morning not long ago. All right, let's glue this piece down. This bottom corner is rounded because that's the way the journaling card was, but I'm just going to leave it that way. Yeah, that corner right there. Like these butterflies on here, and I know Jen likes butterflies. And yeah. All right, it's coming together. I've never put together a pocket letter so quickly before. And I think I'm going to bring that down a little bit so you can see, pardon me, that book page just a little bit peeking at the top. All right, so number 7, which is the center one here. Okay, and then let's see. This one here is a little tag piece, and I'm going to cover up that hole with the butterfly. And then here I cut a small doily in half, and these are by Doodlebug. And another piece of that torn Tim Holtz journaling card. So let's go ahead and distress our edges. Again, the bottom of this journaling card has a rounded corner, and I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to add a little distressing here. Could probably do this one after I adhere that down. So I'm going to take this right to the top. And these doilies, of course, are so delicate, so of course we want it to hold on. And my fingers are in the way. I don't want this to come up, but it's, you know, they're secure in their little pockets, and then she can keep this as it is or deconstruct it and use these pieces however she would like. Okay, so we have our doily. All right, let's glue on our journaling card. Okay, that's gonna go right here. And then it's gonna do this little tag right about there. I think for this tag, I'm gonna come back and use the Fabri-Tac just for a little bit of extra hold. It's got this metal rim around it, so I want it to grab quickly, I think. All right, right about there I think is good. I'll hold that there for a moment. And then we're going to use our butterfly. Again, I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac because part of it's going to be on that metal piece, I think. Okay, this is coming along. Let's add our butterfly right about here. And then I pulled out this tiny little flower that I have as well. I thought that would be pretty as in the center of this little butterfly. I was thinking about using some of the flowers maybe around the edges, but then it was almost a little too much. It's so busy, I don't want to overpower it. All right, I'm going to leave this flower to sit there and dry for a moment. All right, and then our last piece, this is a burlap heart. Let's see, let's start with, this is just a scrap of this black paper, and that's going to go down on the bottom. And this heart is so large, it's not going to fit in the pocket, at least the embellishment that I have on there too. It's pretty tall. So let's put that right about here. Are we straight? All right, and then I'm going to add some ink to the edge of this burlap, and fabric usually takes ink very, very well. Sometimes, especially on white, I feel like it looks dirty, but I think with this burlap, it's okay. And then this is a piece, I don't know, I've had these for a long time. They had some like peach colored florals on it, and I went ahead and pulled them off. So I'm gonna layer this on here, but I'm gonna put this whole heart on the outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and take our Fabri-Tac onto this, and I'm not going to distress this white. I want to leave it white, so I'm not distressing this piece right here. All right, let's add this on here. And then these are some little florals, whoops, that I recently picked up a pack of these at Walmart in their craft and sewing section, and I thought they were adorable. So those are going to be our centerpiece here. I saw those and I was like, those are really sweet and dainty, and here I already am using them. Let's see, I think I'm going to flip it so that my two pink are on the top. I don't know why if it really matters. Maybe like that. There we go, like that. That looks good. Okay, so there's a few pieces of this burlap sticking off, so I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, let's come back over and grab our pocket letter and move these things out of the way. I think this here, I have this little pack of stickers, and I think I'm going to add this rose, and my fingers are a little gluey right now. Let's see if I can get it off of here and transfer it. Yes. Okay, a little rose sticker. Yeah, that's pretty. Right about there. And then let's go ahead and add this piece right in. And then we're going to add this piece in. Okay, let's set our glue over here. And then this is our heart. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So I've got some glue dots right here, and I think I got these at the Dollar Tree. It's been a while since I've used some glue dots. So, okay, good. I think, you know what? I think I'm not going to use the glue dots, and I think I'm going to raise this up a little bit. I think I'm going to use my foam tape. This actually, I find I have pretty good luck with the foam tape. So I'm going to do that. This is just a big roll of 3M. I got at Amazon a long time ago. This is how much is left in this one, and I actually purchased a new one just because it's getting smaller, which will still last me a long time, but I went ahead and purchased a new one a little while back just to have it on hand, because sometimes I lose my foam tape. So with having the new larger one around here, it comes in handy. Okay, and I think this is going to stick fine. In the past, when I used to make a lot of pocket letters, I always found that this held on just fine. So I'm removing the backing here, and then I'll take a look and see if we want to add anything else to it. Hope you're enjoying this process. It all came together pretty simply. I just kind of started with an idea. Hope I'm not in frame. So, you know, I've got the tape back here, and I am just kind of off-centering this. Yeah, that's sticking great. Okay, so here is our top row. I'm wondering, a lot of times once I get finished with the pocket letter, I come back and then decide, do I want to add any other embellishments? So, let's see. I think here I'm going to add in, I was thinking of adding some pearls. That's drying up pretty good. Just making sure my roses are in place. I think I'm going to add a little row of pearls right here. I've got this. I'm going to cut off 3 of them. I always like to do that. It just has a nice look to me. So I'm gonna, and all of these are kind of attached, which is nice, right in a row. Oh yeah, so that just gives it a little bit of extra something. And then I was almost thinking of adding in some sequins or something else, but I feel like I'm gonna call this done. If I want to add anything else to it, it would be something very simple. So the last thing I'm gonna do with us here is take some washi tape, and I'm going to put it on this edge here. And I pulled out a few, and I feel like I might like this green. I don't want to overpower it. You know what? I had another washi tape. Where is it? Well, oh, here it is. It is actually like a very pale pink with just gold dots on it. You know what? I think I'm going to use this just because I think these florals might overpower it just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and use this just to cover the edge where these holes are. Now, if I can find the end of the washi tape, that would be good. There we are. Okay, so the edge, I'm going to overlap it. Oh, I can see. I was going to overlap it and then trim it, but I didn't think I was going to see it as well, but I can see it just fine. I'm going to trim this edge off here and just press this into place. And then I'm going to take my hole punch and then find where the holes are, if I can see them, and go ahead and punch these out. Here's our next one, and our next one. Okay, so we have 3 holes here. Okay, I like that washi tape. So here again is the first row. I'm sorry, there's a little bit of glare just because that's what happens with the plastic. And then our next row here. Oh, I like the way this turned out. And then this final row here. So Jen, I hope you enjoy this. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me, crafting with me. Hope you enjoyed the pocket letter process. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and until next time.